All right, this is what happens when my friends encourage me. Well, a bunch of people like the one about the peas on the knife with my brother, and the one about the bird in the stovepipe. So you guys are encouraging me, and that's great. But guess what? You get more. So right now, I'm gonna, this little show thing that I do. It came from way back in the day, behind 15 Monroe Street. We had a big backyard, and there was an old wooden shed, and I guess they kept the trash cans there when they weren't on the front being ready for collection. And next door was a single family house, and I guess an older person lived there, but there was a cherry tree in the backyard, and it had real cherries, and I guess they sprayed it, and they were edible. And so there was a lot of the tree hanging over the fence type of stuff going on, guys. Wink wink, nudge nudge. And so it's no shocker that I am in Oregon, where there's cherry orchards galore. And have I stolen any cherries? No, I worked at the cherry orchard a couple times. I don't think we ever. I think one time we had permission to go and pick ourselves on a field that wasn't getting picked that year, but that was legal. This grabbing the branch and pulling it, and everybody hanging on the branch like this to pull. Some of the cherries were supposed to be over their side. I guess there's a fence law that if something's hanging over, you're allowed to have it. But when you got a bunch of bratty kids, an instigating cousin, and all the friends in the neighborhood in the backyard, those cherries are not safe. Okay. Some of the boys would stand on the shed roof and actually go in the yard. Oh my God. And steal cherries. And there was an old man there. It really wasn't fair. Or was it an old lady? I can't remember. There was somebody old there because the yard was run down. They never came out and they never picked their cherries. So, fair game? I don't know. You decide. All right, no comments yet. The comments are not turned on yet. Anyway, okay, so I'm laughing because this backyard became like home. The front, we had the factory across the street. So, yeah, you can't go play in the front a little bit, ride your bike, go to your friend's house. But in my backyard, it was another world. And the boys would start these wars with rocks. And, not for nothing, but probably not a good idea. I'm tomboy, I'm in there. And what we pretended that the shed was like a place where the nurses, because it's only with the girls getting involved, we had to be the nurses, pretend. But me, I'm instigating. I want to get in the rock war. Anyway, the backyard was a lot of fun. One time I got a rock in the head. It was a wound. I had to go and get it fixed. And my mom screaming, "What are you playing with those bad boys for?" Hello, there's a theme coming. No, and then there was this guy. No, no, that's later. Anyway, I had so much fun in that backyard, and it was nothing. It was just nothing backyard. It wasn't even grass. But the kids' imagination, really. Sometimes when kids are really, really poor, they have to invent and creativity. Okay, part two of that is that we had at the time the Beatles were just becoming popular. Okay, I told you my age. Now go figure out, do the math. Anyway, I set up in the backyard. I was a little organizer. Hello, hello. I was a little organizer. I set up in the backyard, and Ginny Ann and Kathy and all my friends, we were all going to put on a show. And we're only going to charge people buttons and bottle caps. You could turn in bottle caps for pennies and stuff. So we were going to set it up, and we took the trash cans and made them a certain way. And we got, I don't know what we did, but we set it up like we were going to be the Beatles. Okay. And we are going to have a big show telling everybody in the neighborhood. We're going to have the Beatles in our backyard in this like shack. It was awful. There was nothing. But us kids were like so creative. Okay, you be John, you be Paul, and my cousin wanted to be Ringo with the drums. Well, of course, Tommy wanted to be Ringo with the drums. I don't even know. Maybe 8 people came in our backyard or other little kids, but it was a big deal to us. So she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we'd all stop and go, and with a love like that. Like I was a little showman even back in the day, man. I just love entertaining people. You're sitting in front of me, captive audience. I got you. I had so much fun, and I should have known. back then, that was really my superpower, was like just being there and entertaining, making people laugh and being stupid and making the most out of nothing. I think that's the thing. When you're little and you got nothing, you have to really use your brain. And people gave us little nothing. There was nothing worth any money, but it was fun. And people were pretending they were my cousin with the Ringo thing, and and air guitars, but we had fun. We had so much fun. And to us, even though it wasn't like the Palladium in London or something, is the Palladium in London? I think so. Anyway, it wasn't that. We had a blast. We did our best. We enjoyed ourselves. We organized it. I think we did a follow up show the next day or something. We have now playing, at a theater near you in 50 Monroe Street backyard. Da 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 da. It was great, man. It was great. And I was such a clown. I just had so fun. I couldn't sing. I still can't sing. She loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I love you. And I'm so grateful you guys are watching this stuff and having fun with me. So I'm having fun making these videos. I'm hoping I'm encouraging and laughing, because there's harder stuff coming. But I want to tell you all the good stuff too, okay? Mwah. Okay, now it is. I'm going to rehearsal in like 10 minutes. Got to go get the mop, the costume, and all that. Blah blah blah. And I gotta get ready. So, more tomorrow. We'll have more fun. There's gonna be quite a few about 15 Monroe Street. Now I can say it. Red Skelton said, "Good night and God bless. God bless." Mwah.